All right, everybody. If you are watching in Facebook, go ahead and type replay in the comments because most of you are going to probably catch this on replay, but we are here live right now on Zoom. Hey, everybody. Appreciate y'all joining us for our travel talk show today. We're going to have a good discussion this afternoon. And please, in the comments, let me know where you are watching from. I am in the suburbs of Detroit, Michigan today. That is my location. I should be on the screen. Let me make sure. There's my location now. I just got back from Montreal doing our annual planning meeting. So now I'm in Detroit visiting with 94, my father and my brother, having a good conversations with them, catching up. But where are you watching from? But I want to invite you to, or welcome you to Travel Talks. This is our weekly talk show where we discuss Black history travel experiences, history, culture, and an opportunity to see the African diaspora firsthand for yourself. Let me bring up my screen so I can officially open up the show and we can get down with our discussion. Of course, I done lost my screen. There we go. But I appreciate y'all being here today. Welcome to Travel Talks. Here we go. No. Oh, okay. I blew it. Right. Okay, there we go. Yeah, welcome to Travel Talks, right? So we're jumping into the discussion. Today, we are having a conversation about the benefits of group travel. That is the focus of our discussion here today. But let me open up the show with our intro and let's get into it. Welcome to Travel Talks, where we embark on a journey of discovery with Sankofa experiences, powered by Urban Intellectuals. I'm your host, Freddie Taylor, the CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals, here to guide you through our African diaspora's rich history and culture. Sankofa Experiences is more than just travel, it's a movement. We dive deep into our roots across Africa and the diaspora, turning every journey into a powerful connection with our ancestors. Our mission? To make the exploration of Black history accessible, inspiring, and informative. Join us as we share insights from our travels, celebrate our history, and foster a deeper understanding of our collective identity. With Sankofa Experiences, every destination is a step closer to home. Let's explore together. Welcome to Travel Talks. All right, everybody, welcome to our show. Let's get into our discussion today. But before I do that, I want to know, are you on our email list? If you're not on our email list, let's make sure that you make that happen today. Most of you, if you're here inside of the Zoom, it's most likely that you are absolutely on our email list. So we appreciate your participation there. But if anyone is watching in our social media channels or our handles, let's make sure that you add that to your list of to-dos today to make sure that you click the link that Ashley has dropped down in the comments and join our email list today. I am getting my other view up over here. Yeah. Oh, and then at the end of the show, of course, today I'll make sure to have um, an opportunity for you. I'll leave space for you to ask any particular questions that you may have, right? So keep your questions handy, or you can always type them down in the comments. We'll do our best to keep up with them. Hey, I see you, Patricia in Little Rock. Appreciate you joining us today. Let me share my screen back up now that I am better prepared there. There we go. All right, so yeah, make sure that you get on our email list and let's stay in contact. What's going on in the company? I'm always talking about there's a lot going on in and around the urban intellectuals community. So I try to use each of our platforms as an opportunity to keep people updated as to what's going on in and around the company. So let me jump into that. Here we go. As you may have seen, our Black History classes for adults have been launched. So be on the lookout for that. Again, if you're on our email list, you should receive information centered and regarding around that. But there is a ample opportunity to do a deep dive into Black history with our Black history experts. We have a Fulbright PhD of African history scholar on staff, and Gwen Ebron has 35 years of teaching experience of Black history, bringing it to our educational system and our adults through out the Philadelphia region. We have a big travel summit coming up soon in less than 2 weeks called Exposing Columbus, Roots, Routes, and Your Journey Home to Africa. It's a free online event. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Make sure that you sign up for that. It is sankofaexperiences.com/Columbus pre-reg. So Columbus, Preg, but Ashley's going to drop that link down there as well. So make sure that you have an opportunity to join us for that. We're going to have a great discussion. It is a federal holiday that particular day, so that's why we're doing it from 1 to 4. Most people will be off, and you should be able to see the replay later. But go ahead and click that link and make sure that you join us. Got a real exciting discussion centered around this, right? I won't try to blow it. I'll leave that to next week to start hyping that. Tonight, if you aren't aware, I'm doing 3 reasons why our story must start before slavery. So again, this is another free online event. This one will be much shorter, but we're starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, October the 1st. That is tonight, right here on the Zoom platform. So our story must start with slavery in 3 reasons. But again, this is another free event. This will be done by yours truly, Freddie Taylor, right? So that is me making this presentation. I am a strong advocate of us starting our history before slavery, and I think it's very important and is actually mission critical to gaining perspective on our situation and our future for that matter, right? So we're going to have that conversation tonight. So make sure that you sign up for that. And then there's no longer a wait list. I've got word yesterday that our 365-day Black History calendar and wall facts is in stock now. So we are stocked inside of our warehouse and they are ready to go out. So if you want to be one of the 1,000 people that's able to grab one of our Black History wall calendars, please click the link in the comments to do so, to grab yours today before they sell out. We sell out each and every year. We only order 1,000 of these, but they sell out each and every year. So that's why we're trying to make them available a little bit sooner and to our audience that gets down with us on a consistent basis. But today, we are talking about the benefits of group travel and why that is important to you. Anybody ever been on a group travel experience? Give me in the comments if you have. Give me no in the comments if you haven't ever been on group travel. I would love to hear why, if you haven't been on a group travel experience, like why not, right? Why is that something that you're apprehensive about? Is that something that you're concerned about? But that's what we are here to discuss with you today. And again, if you have any questions particularly centered around group travel or the Sankofa experiences or traveling to Africa and the African diaspora in general, I am here to answer those for you. Okay, but getting into it, right? So the common struggles of travel planning, right? This is something that most of us experience when you're putting together a trip, right? Particularly if you're responsible for organizing the trip or planning the trip, right? So it's time consuming getting all the logistics together, the unfamiliarity with the destination, managing multiple bookings, flights, hotels, activities. And this is the one that I think overwhelms most of us, which is the stress of it all, right? So unexpected situations happen as we're as we travel. But I think it's the stress of the unknown and the worry that you want everything to go right. Y'all can let me know in the comments if that is you, if you feel that, right? Because I know a lot of us have anxiety over traveling, right? It's just really, it's difficult, right? There's a lot going on. There's a lot that could go wrong. And there's a lot of concern, particularly, again, when you are responsible for those individuals in your group that are traveling with you, right? Oh, I see my people on Facebook are here. Hey, how y'all doing? I appreciate y'all joining us over there on that platform as well. Yeah, all right. Does the marching band count? I've never been on a group travel experience, but I'm excited to do that soon as I can. I'm working on going to Greece with my business. I love it, but going to the motherland is definitely on my bucket list. Number one things to do. Tiffany says, no, I would love to. I'm a solo parent. No outside help. One day is coming. Tiffany, definitely one day is coming. So, all right, I appreciate y'all sharing your comments and your thoughts. But it's really like that stress over the trip, right? Like I know when I was planning our trip to, where did we just get back from? We just got back from Cuba, and like the stress that I, the stress of taking your 94-year-old father to a communist country is, let me tell you, this is stress, right? But just trying to make sure that you're making the right decisions, that you're going to make yourself safe, make sure that you can eat the food, make sure that you can drink the water, make sure that you're in a comfortable environment. There's just so many variables to consider and worry about. And I know that a lot of us stress over that all the time, right? And sometimes we're overthinking it. Anybody want to admit that they're an overthinker out there? I just like to say cautiously concerned. But I think like that's important because, obviously you love your loved ones, you love your people, and you want to make sure that everybody is well taken care of. And there are no mistakes happens, right? We don't leave anything to chance, let alone much, right? We're trying not to leave anything to chance. All right, but stress-free solutions is group travel, right? It can be stress-free solutions, right? I say that it can be a stress-free solution if you're traveling with the right people and the right organizations, right? A lot of us have concerns about that, but if you're traveling with a good group, you're not the planner, right? So we handle all the details, so you don't really have to worry about that. From transportation to accommodations, like it's all taken care of, and the focus is on the experience, not the logistics. I think like that's a really important piece because you're able to relax your mind and just kind of enjoy the trip, particularly on our Black History travel experiences, because you're going to go absorb the culture, the history, and the people, the food, and all that good stuff, right? But it's kind of hard when you're concerned and worried about too many things. When you're with a responsible group, you can relax. You can get your pictures, you can get your videos, you can send them to your friends and family and tell them, like, I told you, you should have been here, right? And really take a focus. Lavonda says she gave us a 5-star rating and said, I had a great time. The tour was well organized. The people were friendly. The food was delicious. I highly recommend the cooking experience. It was amazing. I learned a lot about the culture and the strong bonds of family and community over a shared meal, right? So we did that. She was at our Senegal trip and had that experience, but the cooking experiences really immerse you into the culture and they are great. But take a listen to this. I believe this is the young man here. Let me see, make sure. Press play.
All right, man, I got a quick question for you.
Great.
What made you come on our Urban Intellectuals travel movement trip to Egypt?
Well, as a family, we always wanted to do a trip over to Africa. Egypt, definitely one of the main destinations, and we already know about the Urban Intellectual brand a little bit through the cards for the kids. And when we saw the emails and we saw some of the beginnings of the makings of the actual trip with Urban Intellectuals, we wanted to do it as a group, and then a group with like-minded individuals where it was, it had like an Afrocentric tone to it. We definitely wanted to find out more. And the more we found out, listening to you, listening to Jay, and just, getting more details about the trip, it was a no-brainer. We had to go with it. We had to go with it.
Yeah, so we're on day 2, our second full day here on the tour here in Egypt. We're now in Luxor, but tough question, what's been your favorite part so far?
Well, for me, it's definitely the Temple of Karnak. I mean, we're still here, we're still learning, listening to the Egyptologists. They got Egyptologists with us on the bus, going from location to location, so getting some of the details and the, assumptions. I like that they keep it open-ended. This is the official version, but, it's not by any means, set in stone. So just getting all the information from different angles, from different perspectives about the Temple of Karnak, because it's something that I was definitely interested in and knew a little bit about before I got here. But I mean, the pyramids, the Giza were awesome. The camel ride was excellent. Looking forward to the Nile cruise,
Yeah.
everything, you know what I mean? But day two, and it's just exceeded expectation. I'm just looking forward to more.
Yeah, yeah. What would you tell the people that might be hesitant, is a little afraid of Africa, particularly Egypt, afraid to travel?
I understand because, that's family members we tried to pull in. We got a little bit of that backlash, but if you're going to do it, I'm ready for the next Urban Intellectuals tour. I love the way it was put together. The thought process, how everything just fell into place, man. And you could just tell that you guys paid attention to detail. So if you're going to do a trip to Africa, they got the missionaries and the groups that kind of make you feel more secure. I mean, this is it. You guys have a group of an army of people that are not just from the United States and just like we are, but you got people here on the ground that are from here, that are part of the tour guides and Egyptologists and the people that are telling us what to expect, what not to expect, where to go, where not to go, and just trying to help us make this as best vacation that it can be. So all that plays into it. If you have hesitation, then the best thing you can do is link up with people who can kind of help you navigate that hesitation and make it a really fun and memorable trip, and that's what we did.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we did.
Protection through association, right? That's
Right.
we're here together.
Protection through association. I like that. I love that.
It's great. You brought your family. Who all came with you?
Myself and my wife. My wife is, she's really the one that kind of put it all in motion and really, put all of us on tour for real, for real. So I'm appreciative of her. I love that. I got all three of my boys with me, all three sons, and my mother actually came along too, because this has been a lifelong dream of hers as well. So all of us first time in Africa, and hopefully won't be the last.
Yeah, it's a family affair. What's the ages of the boys?
My oldest is 13, be 14 soon. I got an 8-year-old middle son, and my 5-year-old son who just turned 5 about a week ago. So yeah, we all here, man, and just absorbing it all.
Yeah. Where are you traveling from, brother?
We in North Carolina, actually, Winston-Salem area. I'm from Philadelphia, but we've been in the Winston-Salem area for the past 10, 11 years. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're obviously not afraid of international travel. What did you think about the flight over? Was it too much?
I mean, it was 10 hours from New York. We went from Charlotte to New York, and then from New York we flew straight to Cairo. We did the regular, regular class, economy class. Got 3 kids, little ones. So, it can be a challenge, but it was actually very good. Egypt Air, great job. You know what I mean? No real issues to speak of. The airport is the airport. Getting through, TSA and everything is it's some adjustment to that, but I mean, that's no different than traveling anywhere else. That didn't affect anything, good or bad, getting over here. So, and then we learned from previous travels to South America, other places, to kind of slim down on pack a little bit lighter. So, you can move a little bit, be a little bit more nimble. So that definitely, previous trips actually helped us a lot. So
great tip, great tip.
Yeah.
Maybe second to last question. How's been the food? People are always concerned about, am I going to go eat? I don't really know. What do you think about the food?
The food has been really good and a lot healthier than what I'm used to, in the States. You know what I mean? Even when we cooking. So it's actually been very healthy, very, very fresh. I would think it's local, but the options are plentiful. If you're vegan, there's plenty of options. My mom's actually vegan, and she's done a lot. She's enjoyed her time here. A lot of fresh juices. Bottled water, obviously. You leave the tap water alone, but fresh juices, the meats, everything's been great, man. Just the environment, the service, everything's been lovely. And if you like a standard American diet, they have something for you. I mean, they have McDonald's. We ain't going there, but they have those type of options. So it's
Right.
it's been really good. It's exceeded expectation all around.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, brother. Just let the people know, man. Should they come? Do they need to be here?
You have to come. Being, it's urban intellectual, so it has the African black base to it. And if you really have even thought about or read anything about the history of the continent, you know what I mean? You've got to make a trip over here and experience it for yourself. I mean, words don't really put it in. So you got to actually come over here, and what better way to do it than through Urban Intellectuals, man. It's a group tour, very well put together, very well thought out, with an army of people, a bunch of people actually putting it together, heads together, and just making things as positive and awesome as possible.
I love it. I love that, brother. I love his articulation in the experience, but it's definitely a beautiful one. And the group travel, it adds a different layer of it because you're
All right,
really
man, I got a
there
quick
with
question for
a
you.
group
What
of
made you
like-minded
come
people who
on
are
our
similar
Urban Intellectuals
to
travel?
you, similar, who have the similar interests. think that that is something that's really important. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But number one benefit is less stress, more fun. That's really what group travel is about. Somebody else is controlling all of the logistics and doing all of the legwork of gathering the people and making all the hard work. But it allows you to spend more time enjoying, right? Not planning, having fun, not gathering people, sharing the experience again with like-minded travelers. I think that having a group of people who have a similar experience in life, right? A similar hue to you and a similar experience kind of makes for the conversations that are bound to happen while you're absorbing this information more impactful and powerful. Access to exclusive events and activities that you wouldn't get on your own just because of the relationships that have been created ahead of time. But let's listen to one more story or see an experience. This is here is in Ghana. Looks like it's after our naming ceremony. Right. But yeah, so again, there you go. You don't even have to worry about when is it time to leave? When do we have to go? All of the people, the army that good brother Brent was talking about is at work, making sure that we're on time, on schedule, and moving on to our next destination and opportunity. Figure out exactly how to skip and get that right. But benefit number two, right, is leave the logistics to us, right? Again, you don't really have to do it. It's seamless coordination, the flights, hotels, tours, help from the local guys, flexibility without the hassle and the work. This is a beautiful group here. I think this is our Senegal group. Yeah, we were there in May together having this experience. Wendy says we had a wonderful time. Each day was packed with activities as we toured historical sites. The tour guides were knowledgeable, compassionate, and enlightening. Meals were plentiful and delicious. And if y'all have been around, you know, the Senegalese food has been my favorite so far. I'm not shy to say that. I'm chasing down all Senegalese restaurants that I can find. I have been turned on to wonderful food of Senegal and the Wolof people in that particular region. Let's get another thought from one of our travelers.
Oh yeah, all right. What is that?
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, but we messed this one up a little.
Hey, and I am from the DMV. Roll call, man. See, in my head it went differently. So I'm Kevin Foster, my wife Maisha. We are from Maryland, from the Annapolis area. We were invited by the Canes, Auntie and my aunt, and it was last minute. And we always talked about a visit to Africa, but it was going to be on our own accord. And we sat here and thought about it. If we had not reached out or traveled with Jafredi, we'd be sitting in the room right now wondering what we going to do, what we going to eat. You go. And I was talking to Brother Freddie yesterday, and we talked about this being an experience, right? But not only is this an experience, it's a turnkey experience, right? And yeah, we were on the go, right? Morning to night, but this is what we come here for. It's not about a vacation, it's about education. And I learned so much about myself, and I'm very appreciative of the staff, everybody. And not only does, Jafredi make it happen, but you guys make it happen, right? And having a group of like people from different backgrounds, personalities, and it's been a wonderful experience. And I really look forward to the upcoming years. And you guys have a loyal customer in the Foskies, really do. So thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Look, Jafredi, huh? Okay. Yeah.
I thought he jumped back in there. But that brother admitted, he told me, he said, man, he's like was in the Marine Corps. He's just used to being in control of everything. So he talked about how at first he was having problems letting go, but it was really a great experience to let go and just enjoy. He said, well, he said, I had to check y'all out for a day or two, but once I realized that you knew what you were doing, that you had this all set up and well organized and planned, it really just allowed me to relax and let go. And I'm glad I did because I'm having a wonderful experience. So that's kind of like what we were talking about. But yeah, I feel like he articulated it very well. The experience, right? You get a chance to relax and enjoy rather than sitting around trying to figure out at the last minute, what am I going to do? Where are we going to eat? Where are we going to go today? What are we going to see? A turnkey experience. Ashley, please write that down. I forgot about that. We have to use that language because that is exactly what it is. All you have to do is get there, show up, relax, and enjoy, right? Leave America in America is kind of a lot of our conversation. But relax and enjoy the experience that is ahead of you. We've worked it out. We've been on these things. We're putting in the legwork ahead of time. And we're looking forward to hosting you on one of these experiences as well. But number three, for our group travel benefit, it saves you money, right? The investment saves you money, right? Saves you time, saves you a headache, saves you concern, saves you worry. And at the end of the day, it saves you money because there's a special discounts for group travel that because we do so many of these, we have an opportunity to have a different pricing structure than everyone else, right? But there's more value for your money when you prearrange deals. There's no hidden costs. You get to see everything up front right before you make any sort of payment, whether you're putting your $199 down to lock in your spot or something different or paying it in full, right? You get to see every single charge that will be afforded to you or the payment plan ahead of time. Patricia said, I had an amazing time traveling to Urban Intellectuals and Maximum Impact. My Freddie and Jay, you two young men have created something special. I've done quite a bit of traveling, but none so rewarding as the Gambia. Some walk with the lions, some touch the alligators. Yes, I touched the alligator's tail. The food and accommodations met my expectations. I learned so much in just those few days and looking forward to traveling to future places with this group. This was the first time traveling solo and loved doing it. Patricia S. So we love to get our solo travelers to let them know that you might come alone, but you're going to leave with the family. You're going to leave with a group of people that you have an incredible shared experience with. And that's what Sister Patricia experienced as well. But real life example, of a stress-free trip, that's exactly what you experience here. These are two other brothers that will meet you in Ghana if you decide to have that gateway experience with us. This is at the airport in Accra, Ghana, with signs waiting for the people to usher you to your experience. But walk through a recent group trip, a destination and itinerary. You get all that ahead of time, emphasize how every step was coordinated from the airport transfers to the guided tours, right? So again, the picture you see, the brothers getting ready to pick you up, get you on the bus and get you to this experience, but share feedback with travelers who love the no planning required experience. And that's what we are offering. Here's a couple of more words from some of our people.
Because you'll have a wonderful experience. You'll meet wonderful people. The staff is so helpful, so kind, and I guess embracing. It's just a wonderful feeling. It feels like family.
This is the real thing. This is legit. I would encourage anybody and everybody to come try this out.
Tell them to get the hesitancy, because the minute they get here, they'll understand that they made the right decision in coming to Africa, out to Egypt, But they can lay that hesitancy aside and say, like I said, come on to Africa. And I'm at this age.
Yeah. So all those pictures were taken cruising down the Nile while we were on the cruise ship, heading down the Nile, heading towards Aswan and having more of that experience. It's a beautiful thing to see it unfolding. But imagine your next vacation with no planning, no stress, just pure enjoyment. What would that feel like to have everything taken care of you? taken care for you so you can fully immerse yourself in the adventure. And that's what we're offering with our Sankofa experiences. But then imagine that trip takes you to Africa, right? That was a beautiful experience before, but this one happens on the continent, exploring the rich cultures and stunning landscapes, unforgettable experiences. Are you ready to make that dream come true, right? So are you ready for your next travel group experience? Hopefully you decide to travel with us here at Urban Intellectuals. I will open up for any questions that you may have, either about the talk today, talk about Africa in general. I noticed in Facebook someone was asking me about not the global entry or TSA pre-check, but there's another option to get through the gates that I often talk about. I just used it coming back into the country. Um, Mobile passport control, so MPC. I don't know if you're on Zoom, you might not have been checking out the Facebook stream. But MPC, Mobile Passport Control, is a free option that you just download an app. You upload like your passport, you upload your image, and you're posting while you're going through the airport. You submit that information, and then you actually go through a line that has MPC coming back into the country. Again, it stands for Mobile Passport Control. So some people will go to the regular line, some people will go to the global entry line. I've always found the MPC line to be the shortest. And I think that's mainly because most people don't know about it yet, right? Most people are familiar with global entry and they're running to that. So right now you can actually get into the country quicker. Most of the time using MPC. I haven't seen it be long and congested just yet. Okay, so do you have any specific questions for me or about our presentation and our discussion here today or about Sankofa experiences in general, right? So this again is our Urban Intellectuals travel arm of the company. I always mean to mention that Sankofa is a really important word here at Urban Intellectuals, but the word is from the Akan people out of the Ghana region that means to go back and get it. So Sankofa means to go back and get it. Go back into your history, go back into your culture, and bring that forward with you. So that's why we have Sankofa experiences where we go back into our history, go back into our culture, and we're bringing those principles, knowledge, and people forward with us. So this is why we use the word Sankofa here at Urban Intellectuals. As you know, Black History Made Easy is our focus, but we've expanded into the travel space where Black History Travels Made Easy through our group travel experiences. And we're always welcoming more and more people to join our travel family. So if that's you, don't hesitate to jump over to the website. Ashley, you can drop the site for me, sankofaexperiences.com. And if you have any particular questions, you can shoot an email to support@sankofaexperiences.com, support@sankofaexperiences.com. Okay, I got a question in my inbox. Hey, good brother, how you doing too? I'm well. When are you traveling to the Gambia and the Senegal again? There is actually a trip this December that is the soonest, and I believe the next trip after that is May of 2025. I'm gonna look it up real quick, but if you have this question or I mentioned and you forget or whatever, you can always go to sankofaexperiences.com and then you can look it up from there. But I'm jumping on the site right now. Give me 1 second. Calendar. When you go to the site, you can always click calendar, and then it'll take you to our laundry list of sites that we're going to by date. All right, Senegal to Gambia. Okay, so there's a January. Is also a January trip, January 24th, February the 2nd. Then there is a May 6th through the 15th, 2025. All right, yes. And then I mentioned there's a December 2nd through the 9th. I know that's kind of quick, but there is a January 24th through the 2nd of February, and then Senegal, May 6th through the 15th, excuse me. You're already ahead of me. Hey, Ashley don't play. She always is quick on the draw there. So yeah, thank you, Sister Ashley, for dropping that information there. All right, anybody else have any additional questions for me? The Senegal trip is a beautiful trip, brother. Like I said, I think Senegal got the best food on the continent. I don't know. I don't want to wrestle with anybody just yet, right? We gotta go. We go to Ethiopia next year. I haven't been there, so I'll have that opinion as well. But I really enjoyed the food and the experience there in Senegal. It was amazing. So if you decide to go, I would love to hear your thoughts. And please come back and be one of our video testimonials and let the people know, hey, the good brother Freddie wasn't lying. Man, that food, that jollof rice in Senegal is different. I'm going to tell you that. But mafe and yassa and, man, just really everything that I had there was fantastic. So you just really, it's West Africa. You're going to love the experiences. There's highs, there's lows, there's, man, it's just a really well written story that happens there because a lot of gut wrenching things happen when we dig into the history. But the strength and the love of the people is beautiful. You get to walk with the lions, right? So if y'all seen my videos of that, it's a interesting experience, right? It's one that I thought I'd never do. But it's just a good spirit, good experience, good highs and lows, good, just really great experiences, man. Just great people. They really take our staff there takes really good care of you. So I love the hands-off experience for our travelers. We hear that all the time. It's like, man, everything is just so well coordinated. I really appreciate having this experience with y'all. So hopefully one day one of you will come with us and have this experience with us. But again, every Tuesday, we are here hosting our travel talk show and to answer any of these questions and to make sure that we're engaging with our community, having fun and trying to keep you informed, right? So that's always my goal. I'm a pretty open book. So if you have any questions anytime, I'm always willing to assist and try to answer. But again, if you think of something after we leave this, you can just email support@urbanintellectuals.com, support@urbanintellectuals.com, or support@sankofaexperiences.com. It's all owned by Urban Intellectuals. We just got a different name for that piece of the company. All right, so if there's nothing else, I will. Okay, I'm trying to make sure. All right, just wanted to make sure if there was nothing else. I will make sure that I come back. If y'all drop any questions in the Facebook later, I'll make sure I circle back and see if I can answer any of those. But until then, I appreciate y'all for joining us. I'm panicking because I can't find my switch. There we go. All right. Greetings, I'm Freddie Taylor, CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals, and we are behind the Sankofa Experiences. This is where Black history travel made easy is not just our mantra, it's a promise. Our mission? To reconnect you with your roots, your culture, and the history of the African diaspora. Now spanning across 10 African nations and the vibrant cultures of Colombia and Brazil, the Sankofa Experiences is expanding. We've crafted curated group travel experiences that do more than just visit. They immerse, they educate, they transform. From the historic forts of Ghana to the bustling markets of Nigeria, the serene beaches of the Gambia to the rugged mountains of Morocco, and beyond even South Africa and South America, each destination holds a special place and part of our story. Embarking on these Sankofa journeys means more than just exploring more landscapes. It means walking in the footsteps of the ancestors, embracing the diversity of our heritage and seeing the world through a lens of understanding and appreciation. It's a group experience where every traveler is a thread in the fabric of the shared narrative, making the journey safe, engaging, and unforgettable. So are you ready to embark on this adventure? To explore, to learn, to celebrate the legacy that connects us all. Join us in the Sankofa Experiences, proudly powered by Urban Intellectuals. The only thing missing is you. That's right, good people. The only thing missing is you. So hopefully we correct that and give you an opportunity to come and travel with us. Karen, I missed it. I was traveling again, so I apologize for that. That would have been great. But thank you for sending that information. Definitely try to check them out next year if that's an annual thing. But yes, so the only thing missing is you. We're looking for an opportunity to host you on one of our travel experiences, right, to the motherland and beyond throughout the African diaspora. So again, if you have any questions, you can drop them. You can shoot us an email or you can drop them into our comments, whether that's Facebook or YouTube or wherever we put this event, and then you will see a email about it as well. So until next time, good people, love, peace, and power to the people. Goodbye, everybody.